Hello Agape Electric. This is Michelle from Jazz Social Media with your Internet Marketing Plan and SEO Analysis. This is usually a $75 charge, but since you were referred to me from Brain, it's free of charge. You can feel free to use anything in this video, whether you hire us or not. First of all, with SEO, you want to bring people to your website, and then you want to have something to show them, something to engage them, and something to make them think that it was worthwhile to come by. What do you want to show your website visitors? You want to tell them who you are, your name, history, the members of your staff, etc. That's the who. You want to tell them what you do, and you want to be specific. Think of a few recent jobs and explain them. List the issues or problems in people's houses that you've had, and tell them why you do it better than anyone else. And use those words. The SEO is going to find those words. For instance, I've got a couple outlets in my house that don't work. I might search for Colorado Springs outlets don't work. So if you have that listed as one of the things you do, that you fix outlets, people will find your page first. Tell them where your company is and where you offer services. And again, list all the cities, neighborhoods, counties, anything that you think will help, anywhere that you work often and that you're legally allowed to work. Tell them your schedule, when you can help them. If you have an after-hours line or you have emergency help, make sure you put that down. And tell them how you get things done, how you do your work, and how you can serve them best. What sets you aside from other people? How do you approach a problem? Do you require a deposit? Do you come out free? Tell them anything about you, because all those things will be found in the search engine, and they might be the specific things that an individual is looking for. We've all heard the promise from SEO people that says, I'll get you on the first page of Google. It bothers me when I hear that, because the first page of Google changes daily, and it's different from everyone. Getting on the first page of Google is an ongoing and daily task. Every day something needs to be updated so that Google sees that you're in there, you're working, you're new, and you're fresh. The ratings on Google change daily, even more than daily. So getting you on the first page of Google is a daily task. Google is now personalized. What you see is not what other people see. Google remembers who you are, remembers what you like, remembers what you do, and it'll show you what it thinks that you want to see. So it takes special tools, not just a Google search, to see if your SEO is working. There are tools like Google Analytics and Google Webmaster Tools that will show you where exactly your standings are in a search engine. Once the people come to your website, how do you turn website visitors into clients? How do you make that phone ring? First of all, help them trust you. Include stories about yourselves and your clients. For yourself, make them feel like they know you. You can talk about your family if you're comfortable with that. Talk about your background. Talk about what you like. You've got a great superheroes theme going there, and you can include that. When you talk about your clients, see if it's all right with your clients if you list them. If you talk about the jobs you've done already, you have some good testimonials, maybe put pictures with those, link them to Facebook pages and Twitter posts and accounts, and so that they can actually research your clients if they'd like to do that and see if these are real people. Have an information capture. So if someone comes to your page, they can enter their information, especially their email, so you can capture that information and be able to send them future offers and communicate with them. Have coupons that are special to your website, so that when people get to your website, they get a special deal. Let them know the coupons change so they keep coming back, and so they tell other people. Offer discounts to the website visitors. Use a lot of photos, so again, people feel like they know you. The Glass Doctor on TV says you can look on your phone even and see a picture of the person who's coming to your house. so that people who are worried about what kind of person is coming, they already know you, they get to know you online, and then when they see you at their door, it's almost like a celebrity showing up, and they know who you are. The important thing is to keep the website updated and current with the blog, and it needs to be interactive. On the left here in the black lettering, these are things that bring you to the page. And then in the blue page there, I show the things that should be offered when they get to the page. On the left we have URLs. I'm going to talk about this more, but keyword-rich URLs are quite important. Keyword-rich URLs will capture information. If someone types in Colorado Springs electrician, then you want them to find your page first, and the first thing Google will show is URLs with those words. On-page SEO is mostly what we've been talking about so far. You want to use a lot of text, title tags, meta tags, anything like that that will make people find that word when they're searching. Also on your pictures, name your pictures appropriately. People find pages through Google Images, and the image search will look for names of things that happen. Localized SEO. I think this is really important for you guys, and we're going to get into that. But basically, you want decimals and yellow pages and everything to have a good, complete listing of your company. Twitter, you guys, I didn't find anything on Twitter for you, but this is a really good thing. Google is indexing this now, so Twitter will come up on Google pages on Google searches for people who use Twitter. Again, it's individual to different people. So if you're not a Twitter user, you may not see it when you search Google, but other Twitter users will not only see your company Twitter, that your company exists on Twitter, but it'll see several of your latest posts. Facebook, again, is indexed now on Google, so it's important to keep that page updated. You guys have a really good start on Facebook. I think there's a lot we can do there. LinkedIn is very important. It's a basis for everything online now. YouTube, if you have a YouTube video, anything like what I'm giving you here, just a slideshow, when you update and you post that YouTube video, you will be first on the first page of Google that day for anything that you've listed there. Brochures are print items, but we can do that here also. We have a little print shop. It's important to, when you visit someone, to have your brochures and your little business cards and stuff, and then you can leave that with people, and those do get passed around. If you have a good logo, coloring, brand, and they can see it on the brochure, when they go to the website and see the same brand, coloring, and logo, they'll know they've found the right person. Easing articles is an example of article writing online. You can write a lot of articles online, and these articles about things like, again, I said I have outlets out. If you can say what it takes to get an outlet working when it goes out, write an article. You become an expert on that site for that article, and you can put all of your links there, which gives you backlinks to your page and also another way for people to find you. What do people do on your site once they get there? A lot of people say they want SEO, but why? Why do you want people to come to your site? What do you have on your site to offer other people? You have a great theme going here, the superhero theme, which can be carried out a lot, and it's wonderful, it's unique, I really like it, and we should continue with it. You need to make your site interactive. There's really nothing you can do except click on those buttons, and people want more than that these days. Add a blog, put coupons, special offers, talk about events, anything that you go to or any events you have. Talk about what you're doing. Keep the site interesting. Capture the visitor's information so that you know who's been to your site and you have their information and can send them things. A good email list is a good thing. thorough information is more important than good art. You guys have spent a lot of time on this art. It's really good. Now there's a lot you can do with it, but you need more information. Use all the available space, everything available to you. I'm going to use some examples from some of my other clients to show you what can be done. There can be thorough menus, pictures, items to follow and share, and really make your page interesting. Use that space. Don't confine yourself to a little box. Make sure that what you have displays correctly. Check that all the time and look at it on all different platforms. I'm on an Apple, and I can see that on the bottom of your page it says Serving Colorado Springs, but it shows that the page isn't checked on all platforms. Capture your visitors' information right away. This is important. Add follow buttons also, so they can follow you. Put a little subscribe to us, and if you subscribe you get this special thing, a coupon, a little book, anything free people really like. And then add Facebook like button, so that when they go to your page they can click like, and it actually likes you on Facebook from your page. Give visitors an easy way to share with their friends. This is free advertising. Put a little button there and they can click on it and share the page on Twitter or Facebook. If it's too hard, they won't do it. But if it's easy, they will. URLs that are keyword rich are very important. Add URLs that people search for often and describe your business. I did a quick search. We can do a much more thorough search to look for these, but I did find Colorado Springs Electricians.co, Pueblo Electricians, Agape Electric.co, Colorado Electricians. These are just examples. Localized SEO is extremely important for a company like yours, where people are going to be searching locally because they need someone to come to their house. Basically what localized SEO is getting yourself on all the local pages. It's like being in the phone book used to be. Look up the main local searches for the products and services you provide, and make sure that there are destinations for these searches. Create and update all the listings in the local pages. And some of them are super pages, Dex Knows, Yellow Pages, Google Places, and City Search. I make a list of all the localized pages, and they're different for each kind of company, each kind of industry you're in. And then we make it so that we can have people go and leave reviews on those pages with one click. You can set up a little kiosk in your company, and if people come in and they're satisfied with something, you can say, hey, sit down here and do a little review for us. And if you're updated on all these pages, then they'll be able to find you easily and leave their reviews. I searched for Agape Electric Colorado Springs, and I did not find you on any of the local pages, which is unusual. Oh no, this was a Colorado Springs Electricians is what I searched for. And I didn't find you on any of the local pages, so this is something we really have to do. We need to make sure that all of these local search engines, all these local pages, which again are like Yellow Pages, have your listing. We want to get clients to rate the service once they found you on the local listing. So anyone, like the people who did the testimonials, ask them to go to the page, and again, we find a quick and easy link. We can say, please go and give us a review. You give them the link, they get to the local page, and they leave a review. I used a different client here as an example, but you want to have a description, pictures, reviews, everything on these local pages. You also want to hook up the local social networks on these pages. So this is Super Pages, and you want to make sure that all of your social networks are available and listed. Okay, let's go to Twitter. All of your names across all networks, and when I say networks, social networks, I mean Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, any other social networks you'd like to use. Try to have the same name. For instance, Agape-Electric, Agape Electric, etc., etc., and make sure that they're there. Have them all match in logo, branding, colors, pictures, names, have them match everywhere. On Twitter, we want to tweet 5 to 10 times daily, and there are tools that'll show us when the optimal time to tweet is for each kind of industry. We want to make sure we get on there and follow other people, and make your Twitter profile easy to find. So if we type in Colorado electricians, we want to find it. There's a lot more work that needs to be done on Twitter than just tweeting. We want to have a good background, a good logo, and then we want to monitor it daily to block porn and spam. And then we want to, once a week, I go in and I flush people who aren't following, who aren't interested, and I try to follow, I flush about 100 users, and then I try to follow another 100 users who might be interested. So we start expanding. If someone likes one of your tweets and shares it with 2,000 users, that's 2,000 free advertisements you've had. So it's very important to keep up on this. All of my Twitter searches showed no results, so I assume you're not on Twitter. If you are, we can't find you, so it's important to update it to make you very searchable. I did a Twitter search for electricians just for fun, and there are electricians on Twitter, so we have a place to work from. I went to NameCheck. I don't usually do this, but I wanted to see what was available. These are some of the most used social networks. And if you look at the green, you can see where Agape-Electric as a username is available, and where it's not available is in red. So you can see here that Agape-Electric is available in Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, MySpace, and so that's a name that we could use. I also tried with just Agape Electric without dashes, and that is used on YouTube, but other places are open. So what we do is sit down with NameCheck, find what name you want, and reserve it immediately on all social networks that you want. On your Twitter account, we want the account name to be easy to find and consistent with all the networks, as I said before. We want it to reflect your company. We follow everybody. We tweet every day. We list the account name in sharing networks so people come and follow us. That's a good way to increase your followers. We block the porn and spam. If you start getting porn and you don't block it, you will get a lot more porn. And it's not easy to tell who is porn and who isn't. You have to go to the account and look at their tweets, their followers, etc., and figure it out. We want to have a good Twitter background, something that shows your company. Have a consistent and attractive logo. All of these accounts have a square logo, and that's necessary. This is an example of a Twitter background, so when people go to your Twitter account, they'll see whatever you include on the background. Logo, colors, and information, for instance, your website address. Facebook, very important. It's almost required now, and it's awful because it's owned by someone else, so you have to follow the rules or you could get blocked, so it's very important to know what you're doing. Facebook, you want to post 2 to 3 times a week. You want to create tabs. These tabs will make your Facebook page just as informational as your website. Connect with other people and companies that have common needs and goals. And one of the best ways to do this is to list your account in exchange networks. So we would go find where the electricians are, where people who want updates on their houses, do-it-yourself people are a good way to to connect with people when it comes to houses, even though you don't want them to do it themselves. If you offer some work like that, if you offer information, they begin to trust you. My search on Facebook for Agape Electric LLC found you right away. Good job. One thing I noticed is you haven't claimed your name. If you don't claim your name in the network, somebody else can get it. So when you sign up, until you get 25 likes, you have to have this long URL with numbers and everything. Now you can just claim this, depending on what your legal requirements are. You can have Agape-Electric or Agape Electric LLC, something simple, and then when you give the people your URL for Facebook, you just say, we're on Facebook, our username's Agape Electric. You need a logo, a square logo that can be used across all the networks. This is very important. I love that you put on this special offer from the Waldo Canyon Fire. This is the kind of thing that you should have every week on your website and on Facebook. If you get a blog on your page, these are the kinds of things you can put on it, and then you just share it to Facebook, and you have, and Twitter and LinkedIn, and you have it everywhere. What you might wonder, and I didn't really write this out well, what you might be putting on a blog as an electrician, but this is an example of what you might want to put on your blog. Anything having to do with Colorado Springs economics, any events you're going to, anything you've done with your clients, anything you're interested in. Most people find one interest or so that they're like, I have pets. Pets is my jazz social media interest. So if I don't have anything having to do with social networks that's all that interesting, I share something about pets or animals. And people follow me because of that. Blogs are very important because you have to be updated and current, and just Google wants to see that you're changing all the time. Again, wonderful theme. The Agape is nice, and then the superhero and the lightning, and you know the whole electric thing is very well portrayed, and we can use that well. This is a sample Facebook page from another client that I just wanted to use an example. Your cover photo is a little too big, it doesn't quite fit, so you want to make sure your cover picture fits properly. We might want to talk about changing the picture so that it shows your company, the building, or your staff, or you know, you at work, something like that. Or we might just want to make everything fit. Tabs. These tabs, if you click on them, will take you to an entirely a page that I create just for Facebook that talks about anything you want. Links, pictures, it has everything you could have on a website. Again, we want to increase the likes, because the more people that you can reach, the better. On Facebook, you're not, on this page for instance, you're not just reaching 328 people. That's 328 people and all their friends, and it can add up to tens of thousands of people who will see your post. And then post 2 to 3 times a week to keep it fresh, because people look at that. If they go to a page and it hasn't been updated, they think that maybe you're not active or your company doesn't exist anymore. On Twitter, if people haven't tweeted in a week, people think that you're down. This is a search that I did. This is a search that I did for LinkedIn to see if your company is there or not. Now right now it shows that you're not there, but it also shows that your name is open, which is a really good thing. There is no other Agape Electric LLC on LinkedIn, so we can claim that. As I said before, YouTube is extremely important to Google. Google owns it, and if you update a YouTube video with the right tags, you will definitely be on the Google first page that day. YouTube is a great tool. You can use slideshows. You can find other videos that you think are good. For instance, Best Buy do-it-yourself videos that you think will help your clients, that will get them to your page, see who you are, and use your services. You want to be consistent again with blogging and graphics. Find videos, make videos, any little 30-second video. If you walk into somebody's house and they welcome you and you go look at what's wrong and figure it out, or you show yourself working on something, just have somebody there with their phone or iPad or whatever and just do a little video. It's worth its weight in gold. This is a YouTube page example of one of my clients, and it shows that this client is attached to a larger corporation, and so we make sure we watch what they're doing and use it. Brochures are really important. As I said before earlier, we can print as many or as few as you want. If you're going to a meeting, you're giving a presentation to 10 people, we can create a brochure specifically for that company if you want to say something just for them. And then of course we want to create business cards that match the whole. What is our goal? We have to keep that in mind. The goal of the marketing plan is to bring in new clients, make that phone ring, create a positive online presence so when people search for you, they find you and they like you, and maintain that presence. The internet is a daily effort. It can't just be done once. So our summary of our internet marketing SEO analysis. The best thing to do, now you can take or leave any of these ideas, this is my opinion, is to update the website and create a website blog so that you're always current. We want to check on what the webmaster is using for keywords and backlinks and make sure we're doing that too, and use the traditional on-page SEO with the website. I would recommend redoing the website using the graphics you have now in the main page, but redoing the website to use all available space and add a blog. I use WordPress for this. Consider other URL addresses like coloradosprings.electricians.co. We can look at what's available and you can see what you'd like to get. They're about $15 a year. Update and maintain your local SEO pages. Extremely important. If you don't do anything else, do this. Get listed on all the local directories. Update and maintain your Facebook page. Update your cover graphics. Create tabs, which is over a long term, and then we update those too. And begin your frequent posting. Create and maintain a Twitter account that is tied to everything. If you blog, when you add a blog post, we tweet about it, we put it on Facebook. If it's a video, we put it on YouTube, and we've got one little 30-second video and we've got stuff all over the web. And we want to maintain Twitter daily. This is a daily effort. Create and maintain YouTube and LinkedIn accounts. This is something that really needs to be done. Okay, what are my investment prices? To create the website, to remake the website in WordPress format, establish a blog, set up your Twitter page with graphics, update your Facebook page, set up your YouTube page with graphics, and set up your LinkedIn pages. You usually need more than one. It's a one-time investment of $400. If you also want a logo made, which you really need a square logo professionally done, and I have someone who works with me who will do that for $50, which is a great price. Then my social media package, which you can take or leave. Redoing the website is the most important thing for your SEO to start with. But then having the social media package keeps everything updated. So this is $250 a month with a minimum 3-month contract. I do 2 to 3 times per week. I update your website blog. And in addition to this, any website changes you want, I do. I'm just on the line for that. You call me, you email me, and it's done. If you have a blog idea, you can send it to me. I'll get it up that day. Or otherwise, I go find things that are suitable for the blog. I search for them or write them myself and post them. 5 to 10 per day Twitter updates, and 2 to 3 per week Facebook posts. And then we do LinkedIn updates as appropriate. It's a professional network, so we want to make sure everything we put on there has to do with what you're doing professionally. It's not just personal stuff. YouTube posts, I will update those as videos are made. You can make them, or I'll make them, or find them and make sure they're there. Again, website updates as needed or wanted. Constant monitoring and update of internet reputation. I set little things all over the web that search and find, and if anybody puts anything about you, I will be notified. So if there's a bad review that goes up, I will see it. If there's a good review that goes up, I'll find that too and use it. So this is important, to constantly monitor your reputation. There are companies who do just this now. The logo creation, as I stated, is an extra one-time investment of $50. If you're thinking, wow, this is expensive, I wanted to say there's a local company who I've worked with recently. One of my clients used them to begin with and then ended up using me just because we were more flexible and less expensive. They charge $5,000 for a 5-page website, and then their updates are a lot more expensive than $250 a month. These are $120 an hour. Again, you're welcome to use all the ideas presented in this video free of charge, whether you hire us or not. This is something I do especially for people in the organizations I'm in. Or again, I charge $75 if somebody else wants it. We love referrals, and I hope you got a lot out of this video. I hope to maintain a professional relationship with you, and you guys have a great day.